You're not going to believe what this tiny little gimbal can hold. A Canon R6, and it works perfectly. Hi everyone, hope you're all Tickety-Boo. Now, the Arsenal 2 has arrived, and if you don't believe in magic, you will when you see what this little beauty can do to your photos. So if you want to find out, make sure you hit that subscribe and the bell to be notified so you don't miss out. Right, now if you know this channel, over the last 12 months I've owned quite a lot of gimbals. In fact, I might think I'm addicted because I've owned the DJI RS2, the RSC2, the Moser, the Zhiyun Weeble 2, and loads of different ones for telephones. God, I've got to get that out of my mind, haven't I? Mobile phones, yeah, and GoPros. And I said no more. Well, I failed, haven't I? Look at this one here. Now, Zhiyun reached out to me and asked me to test it. And to be honest with you, in fact, let's get rid of these a minute. Put them down here. They asked me if I wanted to review it, and because I'd reviewed so many before in the past, and also when I saw the size of this thing, I thought, you know what, I can't be bothered. However, they told me that it would handle the Canon R6.
I like it a lot.
And that got me thinking, if it really can, I actually want to see this. And seeing as Zhiyun was going to send it to me for free, I thought, why not? And then we can have a go of it and give it a real good, honest review. And as I said, Zhiyun have sent me this one, so they don't sponsor me in any way, shape or form. They don't pay for things, they just send me gear every now and then to review. So that means I can give you the good, the bad and the ugly. You see, after testing all those gimbals, I actually settled for the DJI RS2. And if you're interested in any of those videos, there'll be links up here or on this side, somewhere like that. Just go and check them out, because there may be that one's different or better for you. But I settled for the RS2 because it's an awesome piece of kit. And it's pretty future-proof. Even though DJI are thinking of releasing the RS3 this year, we have to wait to see what that's about. I've settled with it, and I really, really do think it's an awesome piece of kit. But even when you break it down, it does take up a lot of room. Look at it next to this little thing. It's absolutely massive, isn't it? Well, before we actually go out and do some testing, let's have a look at what we get in the box as a standard edition. So you get the gimbal, and it's got a really nice grip on it. It's not that high end, but then again, at the end of the day, it's only 250 quid, this one. The Zhiyun have released another one called the M3, which is slightly bigger, and it's got a colour screen on it. And by the way, Zhiyun, if you want to send me one of those over to review, feel free, yeah, and I'll be happy to do it for you. As you'd expect, it's got a joystick, a record button, a mode button for you to switch through the different modes such as follow, pan follow and lock, and it has got POV on here. Then on the side of the joystick there's a red light control stick which has a built-in video light. It's a nice little touch, that. On the front you've got a trigger button, yeah, which you double click to centralize it, or you click it 3 times and it puts it into selfie mode. And then here we have the power button, which actually is a slider switch, which I personally prefer as it stops you accidentally hitting it, which is essential with these big clumsy hands. You get a little tripod and all the cables you need. So what's it like for balancing? It's pretty easy actually, and you'll see in a second it's got some nice little touches on it. But thankfully all the arms have got the locking mechanisms, which actually do feel quite good quality. Plus, there's this little mechanism for once you've got it set up, you can just slide it in and the camera, as you can see, just connects really easily. There is actually, I believe, another add-on that you can get, and it probably come with some of the combo sets and things like that, which is a quick release plate, because the only problem with this one is once you've attached it, as you can see here on the R6, if you want to replace the battery and things like that, you actually have to undo it and things. But like I said, if you've got everything locked in and you've balanced it, all that means is you've got to take it off, unscrew it, pop the battery in and then slide it back in just like this. Now it has got an inbuilt battery that'll last you up to 10 hours. I suppose that depends on what weight you got on it. So with the R6 and things like that, it's probably not going to last as long. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to be testing it for that long. But it will actually recharge in, and that's a full recharge, in just 2 hours. Now in a minute, I'll show you how quick and easy it is to balance, plus those standard moves that everybody does when they're doing a review for the gimbal. That's the running one, the ninja walk and things like that. But before we do, here's a little montage I made earlier. Now I'm sure you've got to agree, for the size of the gimbal and the size of the camera that you've actually put on there, or I've actually put on there, the Canon R6, you know, it's not bad, is it? And it's that small, you can literally take it anywhere with you. Whereas with the things like the RS2, you know, it takes up a hell of a lot of room in your bag. This little thing, you can just pop in your bag and off you go. Now, as you can see, it's quite easy to balance. Yeah, it's got all of the standard ways of doing it, and you set it all up, and then once you've got it in place, you just lock them all off. And as you can see, I got the RF 16mm on here. It was really easy to balance with that one, but I also got it to balance with the RF 35 and the RF 50. Anything bigger than that though, to be honest with you, I've struggled to get it to balance, and you know, to be honest with you, it's not really made for that type of thing, is it? Plus, if you've got smaller APS-C cameras and things like that, I'm sure you'll be able to get it balanced with bigger lenses on there than this one. But the good news is you can balance it with a full frame camera, which is absolutely unbelievable for this little baby, isn't it? So here's some of those standard gimbal moves. Now, I'm really impressed with this, the capabilities anyway of it for such a little thing. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. But personally, I think it's going to be a hit for Zhiyun. And then again, if you want something that will manage a bit heavier, then there is the M3 one, which is only slightly bigger anyway. And if you fancy getting one yourself, there's always the links down below for you to be able to find it. And if you found this video useful, then give us the old thumbs up, because it helps the channel out massively. And as always, happy to answer any questions whatsoever, or if there's a video that you want me to make, then let me know in the comments down below. Plus, don't forget, hit the old subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future reviews, views, or out and about videos. That's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, keep smiling, have fun making stuff. Cheers for now.